A New Orleans real estate investor is accused of taking people's homes right out from under them.
Yeah, for almost 2 years, the allegations against Jonathan Burton have been the subject of our David Hammer investigation on real estate. But none of the cases against Burton ever made it to trial until now.
Well, David was in federal bankruptcy court for Burton's civil fraud trial and has this report.
In 2023, our unreal estate investigation zeroed in on Jonathan Burton.
How y'all doing,
A
Dave?
real estate investor, Burton would post videos to Facebook and Instagram, bragging about the homes he would take down as a part of his hustle.
I'm about to take down, and I'm watching the master at work.
Here's how Burton described his own process. He finds properties facing foreclosure or tax sale. He knocks on the door and offers to help the owner keep their home if they pay him instead of the bank. And he has them sign documents. He often says it's just collateral in case they don't pay. But at least 7 homeowners allege in court that Burton did nothing for them and tricked them into signing documents that turned their houses over to him. For example, in December 2019, Lorraine Robinson's Central City fourplex faced foreclosure. So Jonathan Burton went to see her, offering to help. And as he tended to do, he took videos of him showing her cash.
I'm letting you know that I do, have the money, so all the hundreds and all the rest of this, so I do have it.
And promising to pay her delinquent mortgage.
We got a couple of documents that you and I gonna do, and once we finish that, I'm gonna go ahead and pay them. We'll be done with that, so that way you can, you can stay here, you ain't got to move.
That night, Lorraine Robinson signed a partial purchase agreement with Burton. It says Burton's company would own the house once he paid all her loan balances and fees. Last week, Burton admitted under oath he never paid those balances and fees. 3 years after they signed the agreement, Lorraine died, still owing over $200,000 in mortgages and other debts on the house. That's when Burton filed the purchase agreement in the land records. But the version he filed blacked out any references to paying off her loan balances. And then he used that document to claim he owned the house and to get police to kick Lorraine's brother Johnny off the property.
Yeah, leave this man alone, leave your credits alone, and let it...
Johnny Robinson is now suing Burton, alleging fraud. Mr. Burton, can you explain what you did for Lorraine Robinson in exchange for her property?
Not explaining nothing.
Did you help her pay off her loans? Burton wouldn't answer our questions outside court, but his attorney, Bob Marrero, did.
It's one thing to say fraud, but the proof is in the facts that you produce at trial. And they didn't produce any real credible evidence of fraud at the trial today.
Burton testified that he paid $9,500 cash directly to Lorraine, and that's why he never paid the mortgage company.
It was a change of position. That's what she wanted to do subsequently. And that's why he gave her the money, because that's what she said, that she was going to take care of her own business.
But Johnny Robinson's attorney, John DeTrinis, argued there's no proof Burton ever paid Lorraine the $9,500 or any money at all.
She would never have sold her property, especially to somebody off the street. A $250,000 property, they want us to believe that she agreed after 40 years to sell it for $9,500. It doesn't make sense.
He's already been sued over and over by homeowners making similar allegations. He's already been banned from helping people with their bankruptcies. And a state court even ruled Burton used a forged deed to take this house in the Bywater.
I was hoping that our little case against him was going to put a speed bump in his ability to defraud people and to prey on people that are in a time of need. But I'm not the criminal justice authorities.
NOPD told us a year and a half ago they were investigating the forgery. And sources told us the FBI was investigating Burton too. But so far, he has not been charged with a crime for any of his real estate deals. David Hammer, WWL, Louisiana.
A U.S. bankruptcy judge Meredith Grable says she wants to review the evidence before deciding if Burton committed fraud. How she said she'll make her ruling by January 25th.